one of the main things we wanted to do today is talk about Specsavers and the opportunities within Specsavers, because really raising awareness that opportunities within optics and audiology are open to all. The main question everyone's asked me downstairs is, oh, I don't have experience or I don't have any qualifications. That's fine. So my role today is really talk you through what happens in a Specsavers store, what the roles are, and give you a flavour of just how rewarding a career in optics or audiology can be. So my role, I look after all the recruitment for Specsavers stores across Ireland and the UK, and that covers our stores, our domiciliary businesses and our audiology businesses. So most people have probably heard of Specsavers. The second most common thing after people talking about experience downstairs is going, yeah, I've got Specsavers glasses. But just if you've not, I'll give you a quick overview of the Specsavers history. So Specsavers first opened in 1984 in the UK, and the first store was opened in Ireland in 1990. Since then, we've continued to expand into different areas in different countries. We opened in the Netherlands in 1997. We launched the should-have strapline, which is kind of common folklore now. I think anytime you see somebody drop something, bang into something, the should-have got the Specsavers line usually comes out. I expanded into our audiology, which is our hair care business, in 2004. Then opened in Norway, Spain, Finland, and Australia and New Zealand over a 4-year period. In 2013, our domiciliary business, our Specsavers Home Visits, was launched. That's a really important part of what we do. It ensures that nobody gets left out of having the opportunity to be provided with spectacles within Specsavers. That enables us to send optometrists out to people that can't come into stores. And for some people that's really life-changing. If you're restrained to maybe 4 walls, if you're bedridden, and the only thing you can do is maybe read a book or watch TV, the difference between having your glasses and not having your glasses is phenomenal. So our home visits is something we're very passionate about. And in 2016 we went into EOS, which is Enhanced Optical Services, which is we're now moving more towards being the doctor of the eyes, so identifying and helping treat issues such as glaucoma. So size-wise, we're a relatively large business. Just to give you an overview of where we are and where we're spread across the world. So within Ireland we've got 57 stores and 16 audiology stores. In the UK is our largest area right now, with 816, 18 in Norway, 113 in Sweden, and just under 400 across Australia and New Zealand. And one of the things that we are doing, which is completely bucking the trend in retail, is we continue to open more stores. You read generally about more stores closing on the high street week by week, and some big name retailers either disappearing or going smaller, but we are continuing to open stores year on year. We're a big firm, but we're still growing. So just to give you an idea of some of the numbers within Specsavers, we have over 3,000 partners. So Specsavers is run on a joint venture partnership. What that means is the partners that run the Specsavers store own the store. So the stores in Ireland are Irish owned and operated. We have 1.6 million customer feedback responses every year. We have 37,000 employees across the world, over 2,000 stores. We provide over 400,000 hearing aids, over 21.6 million pairs of frames, provide over 530 million contact lenses, and get over 1.4 million visitors to our website. One of the key things with Specsavers, and speaking of Specsavers, is we're the best of both worlds. Yes, we have real fast-paced retail. The stores, if anyone's been in them, are bustling, busy stores. But actually within the hair care point of view, we provide something a little bit extra, and in some cases it's much more than just testing eyes and providing frames. So we've just got a short video just to give you a bit of an overview of one of the patients that we've dealt with in the last 12 months.
I'm Cheryl. I'm grandma to he lives with me and granddad and his sisters. I'm a happy little lad. I'm a family artist, Specsavers. We were all checked and Keir was the last one.
They put a laptop with this kind of machine on it. when my colleague actually did the check, the optic nerve was swollen. Typically, that's going to go into fluid pressure.
And she just said that, you know, he really needed referring, classing it as urgent. So we took Kian up to the hospital, and Kian was then booked in for an MRI brain scan. And according to the room, 2 doctors, and they said they'd found 2 tumours in Kian's brain. We just fell apart. By the time he stood playing the toys outside, that was the Tuesday, and he actually had brain surgery on the Wednesday.
At the same hospital for a bit, and had an operation.
The eyesight was normal, and we picked her up from a subtle change in the optic nerve. Typically, when we do get to this stage, the patient's got more symptoms. So we picked her up at such an early stage, it's just really, really good.
It wasn't poorly, it was just a random. And I tested Specsavers. If he hadn't had it, he might not be in now. There's little things he can't do that he used to, but hopefully, you know, it's going to be back to how it was before.
You have to go and get your eyes checked in case you might be poorly.
As a family, we're just so grateful he picked up on it, they followed it through, they got him that appointment, and, you know, he is here today, smiling and being your normal self.
And I think that's one of the many stories that we could probably show videos of, and it just shows that, as I say, the work that we do in some cases truly can be life-changing. So at Specsavers, the careers that we have a number of roles, and as I say, the entry into audiology and optometry doesn't require, in some cases, specific industry experience or qualifications. So the roles that you can enter without any specific industry experience would be optical assistants, ear care assistants, lab technicians, and management roles, retail management roles. Ones that would require specific qualification and training are hearing aid dispensers, dispensing opticians and contact lens opticians, and optometrists. And I'll just quickly run through what those roles are, what that looks like on a day-to-day basis, and what the entry is into those particular roles. So an optical assistant would be the first person you meet as you walk into a store. They would meet and greet you, they would find out what it is that you're in the store for the day. They will take part in the pre-test, which is the first part of the test before you sit down with the optometrist. And then once the test has taken place, they'll help select your frames, they give you some advice, they can use what we call frame styling, which actually show you what the frames would look like, and will help dispense the glasses. What the progression looks like for an optical assistant, you can train as a dispensing optician, you can train as a contact lens optician, and continue right through to complete the degree to be an optometrist. Within our stores in Galway, just to give you an idea of the progression, one of our directors, who's an optometrist, started working part-time Saturdays doing a retail role while at college. We've got a dispensing optician who completes his final year exams this year that also just walked into the store saying, I'm just looking for some kind of retail sales work. He thrived in his role, I wanted to progress, so he's now going to be working towards management, but also as a dispensing optician. And then the next stage from that can be, if you don't want to go down the clinical route, can be the management route. So that could be managing the teams and managing the stores. And all of those can also lead to somebody running and owning their own Specsavers store in the future. Ear care assistants, very similar to optical assistants, but within our ear care audiology side of things. So they help providing hearing screening tests, help with the fitting and the aftercare, or you may decide to continue in a retail role and go into retail management. Once again, and end up with you owning your own store in the future. Lab technicians is a really interesting role for Specsavers. A lot of people don't know, we, in many stores, manufacture and make the glasses in the stores, in some of the shopping centres that we're based. There's some fabulous little mini factories with some crazy machinery that will cut the lenses, that will fit the glasses and put everything together, which enables us to turn around the frame so quickly. So the lab technicians will do the glazing, the tinting, the blocking of the lenses. Very, very fast-paced role. As you can imagine, once people have had their eyes tested and established the frames that they want to have them as quickly as possible. Within that role, progression can lead to a lab management role, and can also return retail management and store management and store ownership. Our retail managers do a little bit of everything. They will ensure that the clinics are running smoothly, that the appointments are set up, that the optometrists are set up, a lot of equipment is where it needs to be, that the store's presentable, that our customer service is second to none, and that all our teams are running and the store is running smoothly. Our stores, our Specsavers stores are very, very, very busy, pretty much all the time. So it's very much a multitasking role for our managers. The progression from manager is then to look into a retail partner role, so looking at joint venture partnerships. So within our stores, we will have an optical partner and a retail partner. Once again, they will own the Specsavers store. Audiologists. So your audiologist on a day-to-day basis, they will be doing your hearing test. This does require qualification, audiology qualification, and that can lead to further clinical development and also owning an audiology business within Specsavers. Dispensing opticians and contact lens opticians. As I mentioned previously, we've got people within Specsavers all across our stores across Ireland that have started as optical assistants and then decided they want to progress within the industry, gone on to further study and are now operating for us as dispensing opticians. They will dispense the glasses to children, to adults, and to make sure that the glasses that we've provided are suitable for your needs. Progression for a dispensing optician or a contact lens optician would be aimed towards a retail management partnership, or also to continue training right through to becoming an optometrist. The final role is optometrists. So they are they're the people that keep the operations running. They're the people that do our eye tests. To be able to do that role, you would have had to go to study optometry. The progression within Specsavers is towards, once again, towards store ownership. We, as I mentioned earlier, in Galway, we have one of our store owners that is now an optometrist that started doing, I think it was 5 hours on a weekend on a Saturday, went through college and then progressed. And that's really it. So I think for us, it's really just getting the point across that a career in optics or a career in audiology is open to everyone. If you speak or know anyone that works within Specsavers, you'll find we're a really passionate bunch because it's a great role, it's really fast-paced, there's an element of retail, there's a clinical element, but also the most important thing is we help people, and there's nothing more rewarding than helping people. You know, some of the stories, whether it be life-changing stories with Kean that we saw previously, or just being able to help someone, their glasses are broke, they need updating, they need the first hearing aid, the reward for that is kind of second to none. So really is a rewarding career. We'll be downstairs. If anyone wants to find out any more, ask about the qualifications, ask about what that entails, or they're interested in roles right now, please come down. I'll be downstairs on the Specsavers stand with my colleague Christina. Happy to talk through everything related to Specsavers in Ireland. And the last thing that Specsavers are quite famous for, in addition to the glasses and the hearing care, is the ads. So I'll just leave you with one of my favourites. Thank you.